Ganymede Castle. Stronghold of Lord Balseph, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the Gates of Fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go. Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack. Don't go charging off like that!
It's over! You're mine! It's over!
I'm on it! Slut! Don't let them form a pack! Talon Storm! I'll run you through!
Rising Wyvern!
Talon Storm! Touch cannon!
Swallow Blade! Slice! Take this! You're finished!
Sighted!
Here I come!
Pathetic! Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, all right?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can, you'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zoogles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoil sport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think. A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renin ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renin motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renins can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renin have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renin. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together, we'll overthrow the Renin Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
I've got to hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there. We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
What's this thing? That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek. Normally, I don't pick on the weak.
You're mine! You're finished! Here I come! Swallow Blade!
I'll run you through! Guess we gotta roll with
Swallow
it.
Blade! Talon!
Here I go! You're mine!
Mirage! Swallow blade!
Ray!
It's so stop! Take this!
Here I go!
I'm on it.
I still got a ways to go.
Here's a healing arc!
Take this!
Don't go charging off like that.
Swallow blade! Take this!
This is it. Dig deep.
Easier said than done.
No excuses.
healing arc.
Cut to us.
First aid!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
You're mine! You're finished! Slash!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without...
Let me know if you're struggling.
What's this thing?
Gotta break through! Struck! Slash! Take this! You're finished! Slash!
I'm only getting
Take
started.
this!
Talent door.
You're mine!
Cannon.
Slash!
There.
You're finished!
I'm
Swallow
only getting
blade.
started.
I'm sure I can put this to use. Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balsef.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... Yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da!
I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renin clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renin.
Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something. Woo-hoo!
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help. Hey. Yes! I guess. Got it. I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
Dispose of the trash.
Here I come! You're finished!
Take.
You're mine! Slice! Here I come!
There!
Mirage! Strike!
That gun of yours is real handy in a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anything. This could be useful. That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on.
Shionne, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renin wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain.
If nothing else, this proves that the Renins can be outsmarted.
We'll carry out your will and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renins.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renin armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renin equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzebek, you'll find the Fagan ruins. There's some kind of old Renin castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renin tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renin rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danin garbs.
Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes, now let's move.
Am I really doing this for some lousy cloak? There are Zugals here too?
Hey!
Right.
Just a minute. With that blade and your strength, the average Zugal shouldn't be a problem, right?
I'll give it a shot. Rising Wyvern! Strike!
There!
Swallow Blade! Ha! Eat dirt!
Here I go!
Take this!
I'm only getting
Ha! It's on!
excited! You're mine!
Mirage! Rising Wyvern!
There! One
No
more!
escape!
Mega Ray!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You're mine!
Go! It's over!
Swallow Blade!
Mega Ray!
Slap! Eat dirt!
Take it!
Here I come!
I'm only getting
Rising Wyvern! Flyers!
This one's mine! I'll shoot them down! If it's in the sky, it's
Take this!
mine!
I'm not done!
Go find someone else to pick on! This one's mine!
Here I come!
Excited! I'm all this one's... Where are you going?
Take this!
I'm ready!
You're mine! You're finished! Try harder! You're mine! You're finished!
Mega Ray!
Here I come! It's over! Rising Wyvern!
You're mine!
Strike!
This one's mine!
This! Mirage! Here I come! Slap! It's over!
Here I go!
Rising
This
Wyvern!
one's mine!
You're mine! It's over! You're mine! You're finished!
Excited!
Mirage!
A hard-won victory. You can hardly see anything from here.
Why don't we climb up higher and see if we can get a better view? What's this thing? So these are the Fagin ruins? How'd you figure a place like this turns derelict?
Your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even know this place existed until we heard about it. All that matters to me is whether I can find anything to wear in there.
Why does she care so much about her appearance? Ah, guess I misread the landing.
Get lost!
Take this! It's over! Here I come!
Mega Ray!
Take this! Swallow Blade! It's over!
Take it! It's over!
Here I come! Mirage!
Mega Ray!
It's over! Take this!
One I never miss!
You're finished! You're mine!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
An opponent like this should be easy. Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Try it, my turn! No escape! Mirage!
Insects should stay on the ground.
You're mine! You're got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
How's this?
Here I come! Take this!
Here I go! You're mine!
You're mine! It's over! Swallow!
I need to be stronger. Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
You're mine.
Here I come!
I'm only getting
You're
started.
finished! Here I come!
Got you. Magna Ray. This one's mine. There. Got you. Magna Ray.
Here I come! Mirage! I'm not done!
It's weakened.
This ends now! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
I wonder if those are the Fagin ruins below us. Shouldn't be too much farther now, if that's the...
I guess it's been a while since I had a bite to eat. Don't worry about me. I'm used to working while I'm hungry. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
Never thought I'd get lectured on eating by a Renin, of all people.
Yeah, well, some of us Renins know what it's like to go without food, believe it or not.
What do you mean? I thought...
This isn't about me. Now, are you going to eat or not?
I would, if we had anything to eat, but we don't.
Actually, I have a little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? I'm not sure it's gonna be enough for the both of us, though.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all this, so might as well try.
What are you staring at me for?
Your clothes are all about function over form. You should think about sprucing them up a little.
Why? What purpose would it serve?
I guess you're right.